Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Blossom, and on this channel, I share educational content in social work, living in the UK generally, how to live and work in the UK. Like you're very new, I came to the UK as a student. I came to the UK to do my master's in social work, and that is the reason why I'm bringing this wonderful content. So it's February, and I suppose a lot of students have resumed their masters. Some master's program resume in January and February, and I thought to share this wonderful context on what kind of jobs can that are available to international students. So I thought to bring this wonderful content on jobs that international students in the UK can do. So when I came to the UK, I had to get a job as a student whilst I was schooling and I was working because I needed to pay my bills. I needed to pay, just keep pay part of my school fees. Yes, I had gotten support from my parents to pay two-thirds of my school fees. I had to pay the other third part, and so I'm going to be sharing this content for you to know how I was able to raise the money to pay off the remaining school fees, and also some things I'll be sharing are also experiences from my friends. So if you're just new in the UK, welcome. If you're a student and things are not looking bright for you now, I just want to say don't give up. It does get better. It will get better. And if you've been applying and you've not gotten any feedback, let's say you're getting rejections, please do not give up. Please keep applying and it will get better. So I'm going to be looking at my notes pad because I had done a notes for this. And yes, so one of the jobs that obviously we all know, some of the jobs that you can do as a student in the UK, they range in from healthcare, working as a healthcare assistant, events like working as a porter, as a bartender. They also range to working in retail, like working in Primark or working in Sainsbury's. So a lot of things. In this video, I'm going to be breaking them down into sections, and I'll also tell you where you can find those jobs. So for myself, when I was a student, I used to work in a family assessment center. Now, I have to say that this is a very special niche. There are very few family assessment centers in the country, and such family assessment center employments are not open to everyone. So I was able to get this job because one, I was doing the master's in social work, and it's like a niche of social work. So I had like some transferable skills. But that's not to say that if you're not doing social work, you can't get. You can if you're doing something like in public health, in nursing, something around that area. I'm sure that if you apply, you'll be able to get it. But again, like I said, there are few family assessment centers in the country, but you never know. So what you have to do is get on your browser, check for family assessment centers in my area. Who knows what will come up, and then you could send them an application. Yes. Now, one of the jobs that everyone knows that people do in the UK as a student is healthcare jobs because they are easy to come by. They are recruited easily. I just want to say that if you're working in healthcare, you have all my support. If you're a healthcare assistant, you have all my respect. I honor you. I've worked in a hospital before, and I know that we rely so much on our healthcare assistants. So thank you for all you do, and thank you for taking up this noble role. You make all the difference, and don't let all the negative comments on social media derail you. I feel that it's very honorable to be a healthcare assistant, and also being a healthcare assistant opens you up to a lot of opportunities. You can move on from there to nursing and what have you. So let's get into other jobs that you could do. And I'll be reading from my notes to make sure I get everything that I want to say. So in terms of the jobs that you can do, I've said you can be a healthcare assistant. You can be a family support worker like myself. What I did when I was a student, I had that job for 2 years, a whole 2 years, and also yes, I had that job for 2 years. So you could be a healthcare assistant, you could be a family support worker, you could do events. There are events always going on in the UK. The events includes like when they play footballs, you go work for an events company and you stay in the restaurant stands and the restaurant areas and you're serving burgers, you're serving fries, you're serving drinks. Those jobs are open to students also. Obviously, there are warehouses are also very quick, they recruit easily. Yes. Now, there are also seasonal jobs such as Royal Mail, such as M&S Christmas job. But like I said, like the name says, seasonal jobs, they only happen during the season. So when it's not season, those jobs might not be available. Yes. So now that we've broken them down into healthcare, being a healthcare assistant, being a support worker with events, Let's go down into the integrities. Now, one of the jobs again that you can work is to work for your uni. Every university has uni jobs, and those jobs are open to students. They won't even stress you with how many hours can you work because they know you're a student. And for example, when I was in uni, my uni had a hotel, and students were recruited to work as in the hotel as front desk officers, as porters. My uni also, like every other uni, has a restaurant and a cafe. Students work in those places also. So you could also start your job search from your uni. Go on your uni website and look for your uni jobs. There might be something for you. My uni even had something. We know where this. My uni has one of the accredited centers in West Midlands for not over for OSCE exams. All these overseas nurses that come to write the OSCE exam in the UK. Yes, my uni has that facility, and students work in those facilities. Students support those nurses in writing those exams through role play and all that. Those are jobs. Those ones are very constant jobs. Like every weekend, every day, Monday to Sunday, they're writing OSCE exams. If you have a job in like as working with, as role play, or as should I say an actor, like they call themselves, for the students that are coming, or for the people that are coming to write those exams, you're very sure that every week your 20 hours will be complete. My uni also has like a lot of one-stop shops, and also students work in those places. So yes, so the very first place you should start your job hunt is from your uni. To go on your uni website and look up for uni jobs and see what they have that are available, and apply as quickly as possible. Another job you can consider is tutoring roles. There are lots of roles for teaching assistants. They will require your DBS, and once your DBS comes out and it's fine, you can get a job as a teaching assistant in a primary school, in secondary school, in a nursery school. I have a friend that got a job as a teaching assistant, and he did that job till he finished uni, and that job was how he paid up all his school fees and paid up all his rent. They are very lucrative jobs, and they're also a way to start up your career in terms of maybe you might want to go into education or something. They're a good thing to have in your CV. Another one you could also look for is research assistant. Yes, my cousin had was a research assistant in her uni when she was doing her master's program. So most of your lecturers and professors, they have research grants. They're looking for research assistants because they can't do all the research themselves. So you could reach out to your lecturers. These research assistant jobs will not always be online, so you could send an email to ask your lecturers if they have opportunities for research assistants, and then you take it up from there. Another one you could also look at is retail. Like I said, retail stores recruit students all the time. Retail stores such as Primark, Sainsbury. I know Sainsbury is a big recruiter of students. M&S recruits students in their shop, frontline shops, and even in their factory. I have a friend of mine that did was working in an M&S butchery, like that's their factory section, and that's how he paid all his school fees. One thing about M&S is that they have constant 20 hours. They don't like, there are some organizations that you work for, and even that 20 hours that is on your student visa, they can't even give you those number of hours. But people like M&S, Sainsbury, and Primark, you can be sure that you have like your constant 20 hours every week. At least you have a steady set of income. Another thing I want to talk about is events. Like I said, events are always happening in the UK. One of the events that is most likely to happen every Saturday. There's a football match going on. So if you apply to event companies and you're recruited, you might be sure, especially if you live in cities like Manchester. If you look at cities like in London, Manchester, they're always playing football at the stadium or something in London, where there are always games happening. If you go, it's very good for you to go sign up for with an event comes every Saturday or every Sunday. You would have like an event to go to. Some of those jobs pay very well, and also they come with free food. Like I have friends that always come back with burgers and fries and what have you. Yes. Um Another thing again is also you can get internship roles. There are some internship roles that are paid, but you have to look up this thing. You can find some internship roles where they will pay you something, like pay you like a stipend or something, but you have to look up internship roles that are available in your field. Yes. So before I talk to you about the websites where you can find these jobs, I also want to go back to healthcare again and talk to you about healthcare. So Obviously, if you want to work as a healthcare assistant, you could go apply to care homes. Just put on your Google care homes in my area and see if they are recruiting. But also, you can work as a healthcare assistant through an agency healthcare assistant. Now, agency healthcare assistants, obviously, they pay the agency workers higher than they pay permanent staff, or yes. So there are some agency healthcare. There are some healthcare healthcare agencies that you could apply for. One of those agencies, New Cross and Florence, they are very popular. They are in England, they are in Scotland. You could go register with them. Their recruitment process is quite has a process. I think you need like a nurse or something to give you a reference if you want to work for NHS, if you want to work for Florence or New Cross. In terms again about working in healthcare, I would always recommend that if you could get into the NHS, that would be very helpful. You could go get into the NHS and be like an NHS bank. NHS bank roles, bank staff roles, they are open to students recruitment. I would say go into the NHS. Also, you could also check out like there are also other some hospitals that are not under NHS, but they are like hospitals. So where you have places like Elysium, you have places like St. Andrew's Healthcare, you have places like can't remember the name that's coming to me, but if I find I'll put it up here. So those are their hospitals, but they are private sector healthcare providers. If you can get into any of them, please get into any of them. It might be difficult to get a full-time role in NHS as a student, but I'm sure you can get a bank role, like so you can pick up bank shifts from when the shifts are released there. I recommend working for the NHS as a healthcare assistant. But also if that's not forthcoming and you find a care home, you could also start your career, your job from there. Yes. So back to retail, other companies that in retail that are recruiting, like I said, M&S. M&S is a very good. I would say look for M&S. If you're looking to work in a warehouse, look for M&S. Like M&S Food. M&S is Mark and Spencer. They have clothing, but look for M&S Food and go work for in their warehouses. You will learn a lot in terms of pastry making, in terms of burger making and butcher and everything, and they pay quite well, and your hours are sure. Your hours are very, very sure. Now back to M&S and agencies. So you again, agency staffs are paid more than permanent staff. So if you don't get into M&S, you want to go work for an agency that can send you to M&S to work for them. One of the agencies that you should be looking out for is called Exchange People Limited. Put them on your browser. They cater to companies such as M&S, such as Sainsbury's, and all those big supermarkets. Also check AK Recruitment. AK Recruitment, they are focused on that. And going back to events, there's a company I once applied for when I just came to the country as a student. The company is called Compass. They are a catering company. They offer catering services for events again. They offer catering services to schools, like school meals. So as a student, you can get like 5 hours every day for a whole week. Your 20 hours will be complete just working in a school cafe or in a school kitchen. Also, you could also go on your own browser. I did once apply for a job, but you can go on your own browser and just check out catering assistant roles. If you put in catering assistant roles near you, schools will most likely come up and you can apply, and most likely they might call you for an interview and you would have to go for the interview. Of course, you know that for all these roles, you can't use the same CV used for apply for healthcare assistants, apply for catering roles. So you have to like edit your CV to suit the job that you are applying for. Yes. Something else I wanted to talk about is how to get a job is for you to speak to your classmates. So I've talked about all agencies and that you can check out online. But talk to your classmates. How I got my job and my first job that I did in the UK was speaking to my classmates. I said to my classmates, "Hello, my name is Blossom. I'm here in the country. Started social work. I'm looking for a job." And my classmate told me, "Okay, I'm going to speak to our HR about it." And that was it. 2 days later, she told me HR said you should send your CV. I sent my CV, went for an interview, and I got a job. This job that I did, working in a family assessment center, it changed my life. I wouldn't even, that's the honest truth. That job has changed my life. It shapes my career. It shapes I gained a lot of skills in it. So I do recommend speaking to your classmates, let them know that you're looking for jobs. Some of your classmates also, especially the home students, they have companies. I have a classmate of mine that owns a cleaning company, and she often recruited people to work with her in her cleaning company. So yes, speak to your classmates, let them know that you're looking for jobs. Yeah. This note, if you're finding this content helpful, please I ask that you like, share, and comment. If you like and share this comment, YouTube will expand its reach, and then other international students in the UK could benefit from this wealth of knowledge. So thank you for liking and sharing. Yes, going back to another website that you could look up for all your job searches is Indeed. I recommend Indeed. Sign up for Indeed, subscribe, and you get daily job alerts. Go on Glassdoor. Glassdoor is also very good. Indeed and Glassdoor are the things I often use because I find that other job websites are often repeating the things that have been in Indeed and Glassdoor. So yes, I signed up for Glassdoor. You just go on Glassdoor, check out the kind of niche or the kind of sector of industry that you want to work in, and just set a daily subscription for it, and they'll give you job adverts for that area, for that industry that you want to apply for. Yeah, so Indeed and Glassdoor. Other agents, other recruitment sites that you might find is studentsjob.co.uk. On this website, they only post students jobs, so you don't have to start sieving through looking for part-time jobs, one that accept 20 hours. So it's studentjobs.co.uk. Um, Another one is savethestudent.org.uk. Save the savethestudent.org.uk is also another website to check out again. But however, know that your job search as an international student begins from your uni. Go on your university website and check for unique jobs and then take it from there. I pray that God will grant you a good job, a job that will be able to pay your school fees from. And I just want to encourage you, if you're looking for a job or if you're doing a job as a student and you're thinking this is the end of the world, this is not the end of the world. It will get better. And on that note, until next time when I bring another content your way, please stay believing. Bye.